Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Ncaa, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Georgia Southern Eagles taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense getting set for first down. They believe they can run right here.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen, the ones that get in the backfield? The running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So,
picked off. Trying to take it back. The 40. Past the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Eagles. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job of flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense
fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Eagles. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air, take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll ride Davis here. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Calls his own number. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
At the 47. And that's a first down for the offense.
Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Unloads it left. He's got an open man. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Everett getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Leaves it with the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
The give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
3rd down coming. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia Southern 14, Hawaii 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Georgia Southern comes to the line, trying to convert on 4th down. Quarterback keeper. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. What a play call there. Jesse, I fully expected them to throw.
You did, Reese. I did. Everybody in this stadium did. You know, the coaching staff did, too. Because of the defense they played, they were not expecting the offense to keep it on the ground, but...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagle! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense give it.
Can anyone catch him? And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Using the quick game. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Pocket starts to collapse. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver can get it.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That is a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Rainbow Warriors are marching down the field. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want him.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Oh, look out. The 30, the 20, the 10. And a tremendous return on the play before he's brought down.
And how about this defense flipping the field, turning a negative situation into a positive, causing the fumble, scooping that puppy up. You look at the blocking out in front of the guy, you can tell, chewing up yardage, puts it all the way back down the field, gets a ton of yards back, and now puts an offense in a position to succeed.
It's now 2nd and goal.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wide out in motion. Quarterback keeps it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's now 3rd and goal.
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Back to pass, it's Everett. Steps away. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on 1st down. He makes the grab. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime. Regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Everett. Time to take a shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davis. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And that's good enough for a first down.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Corner's going to give them room. On second down, wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
31, Hawaii, 7.
And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Murphy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's brought down solid. Pick up but a little bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time.
Headed to the end zone, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they'll try to tack on 2. They want to throw it. And it's picked off. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
That keeps the score. Georgia Southern, 33. Hawaii, 13.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Murphy. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Take over. First and 10.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And the beatdown has ensued. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Rainbow Warriors will take over. First and 10.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Shakes off the tackler.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And the Rainbow Warriors trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They're setting up the screen. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes his connection. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Smashes it between the uprights. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Murphy. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Final play of the quarter coming. The give from the gun. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia Southern 40, Hawaii 16.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to Davis. He stopped again. They went right back to him, and he still found no running room at all. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Snap it to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
The give and tick, 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 tick. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And here's the third interception of the night. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Second down coming up. They'll give it to the back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The run to the right. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on first down. Power football with the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.